There's only one ship that I've learned about recently that I think changed my brain chemistry even more so than anything surrounding the Titanic. And that is the Queen Mary. I honestly think that a lot of people forget that one of the rooms on this ship was so haunted that they couldn't let anybody physically in there for 30 years. And I think there's just some things about the ship that people don't really talk about on here, including its involvement in the war, the room B340, this creepy little child named Jackie, and also Disney's involvement. Before I can begin to even address all of this and like have you shook as much as me, I need to give you a little bit of a brief history. Because when this bad girl was made, she was supposed to rival the Titanic. This boat came out in 1936 and it was supposed to be like the epitome of luxury. Think champagne, parties, Gatsby, celebrities, the elites, the Kim Kardashians of this day and age on this ship. But historically speaking, we know exactly what happened next. War started and she could not be that luxury girl anymore. She was transformed into a warship, which they renamed the Grey Ghost. But the thing that I don't see people talk about very often with this ship is the fact that this thing was such a threat to Hitler that he put a hit out for it. If any submarine could sink it, $250,000 was given. As you can imagine, this was a very valuable ship. This is the part where I kind of need you guys to listen closely to understand this. Basically, to avoid getting hit by a potential torpedo, the Queen Mary had to go in like a zigzag motion where they changed direction every 8 to 10 minutes. They had a ship that was like leading them in front, but one day communication just failed, and because of the zigzag motion that they were going through, they couldn't quite get in touch to let them know, hey, we can't stop. And because of the zigzag motion, it would have taken them several miles to actually be able to stop, so they just had to let themselves crash into the boat in front of them. It split the boat into two. And I believe the result of this was like close to 300 casualties. This is pretty much only what we have documented in terms of death on the Queen Mary. We know that people passed away in these isolation wards that they would stick people in whenever they were sick. There was obviously other war casualties, so it's really, really easy to see why this place has become such a paranormal hotspot. The thing is, while all of this explains why certain paranormal occurrences might be happening, none of this explains her. And she is the reason why this place has me so messed up.